So why are we not allowed to ask what the definition of certain words are that come on court paperwork?
You know how the best way to explain this, like, I can't enter into under your control, your jurisdiction, until I'm competent to stand. I mean, I'm not competent to stand, so somebody's going to have to define your terms to me in a manner that I can understand. Everybody that has the right to know what they're being charged with.
Yeah.
That's habeas corpus. I mean, do the habeas corpus act of 1679 on his ass. Just study that. I think there's only 5 sections of the habeas corpus act. It's really simple, and don't look. And you guys are right over there. You go get the original document. Don't get some easy English version that was written in 1999. That's a new and improved version of the act. No, you go get the original paperwork, the original document, and read it.
I did know Colin was also mentioned about a quo warrantus. Quo warrantus.
You don't got to worry about any of that nonsense. You don't got to overturn nobody because they're never going to get jurisdiction over you. And
well, we've certainly not given it directly anyway. We do. They ask my father's name and his date of birth, so in that side they have. But then we always ask and say, have you got any jurisdiction? Is there X, Y, and Z? Have you got a contract?
And that's all you have to do is all you have to do is talk plain, simple language. You don't have to say quo warranto. You don't got to do any of that nonsense.
Yeah, I do try to stick to plain English now.
If you want to do it in your paperwork, if you guys saw my paperwork, how I do it is like, not only do I believe that you have no jurisdiction, but if you look at the 1679 Act, the Habeas Corpus Act, you'll see in Section 2, it clearly stipulates that the moving party must appear in open court and testify against the one who's done him wrong. So is the plaintiff going to appear in court, point across the room, and say that I've done him wrong, yes or no? Because I have the right to cross-examine.
So if the enforcement officer appears on behalf of habeas corpus, the plaintiff must appear, so you're saying he's liable for everything?
Oh, yeah. You better believe it, because he's the one who's got to move the case. The plaintiff is the one who's got to move the case, prove the case, bring the body into the court. It's just like I said, say the United States of America wanted to sue me. I'd say, okay, that's fine. I'll gladly accept your summons to appear. Now they gave me a summons to appear. So there you go. That's saying bring the body forward. So they're like, okay, the body will probably bring himself. I got a car. I'll deliver myself to the court. That's fine. I'll bring myself to the court. I'll make your life easy. But now when I get there, I better see the plaintiff sitting there waiting to say in open court what I've done wrong. So when I see the paperwork, I see the paperwork. Right, I see the paperwork. It says United States of America. I've never met the man. He said I've done wrong. I'll be more than glad to square it with the man or the woman. I don't know. Is it Mr. America or Mrs. America? Mrs. Great Britain, Mrs. UK. I don't fucking know. I said I never. But if he's making a claim and summons me to appear that I've done wrong, I'd be more than glad to compensate him. It's like, well, his attorneys are sitting right over there, and the attorneys will tell you what they want, what the United States of America wants, or what UK wants. No, I want to hear it directly out of the man I've done wrong. I want to hear it directly out of the United States of America. I don't want to hear it out of the
Can you ask this at a hearing, or is this on the trial, or is it any different?
No, a hearing's basically a waste of time. A hearing's just a way to trick you guys into saying something that you shouldn't say. Say, nope, just take me right to freaking trial. I want to have a trial. I want it now. Like the guy did in...
If you haven't pleaded, how do you go to trial?
What I'm saying is if somebody said that I'd done wrong, it's like, oh, great, you said I did wrong? Good. You summons me to appear here for a trial? Well, no, it's just arraignment, it's just a hearing. No. I'm here for a trial. I want to know who I did wrong, and I want that person to sit across the, I want that man or woman to point across the courtroom, point me out and say, I'm the one that done him wrong. I'm the one who owes him a debt, and make him say it in open court that it's true. Everything that he's got on that paper is true.
I think there's a problem with jurisdiction or something, because we just don't seem to really get past jurisdiction.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I always say to anybody with any kind of arraignment, I always give you guys the trial of the regicides. I always say that's the lawyer did the only thing right. Is I want that person to come across the courtroom and point out and says I did him wrong. So that's all it is. It's like, I will settle any debt. I will settle anything wrong. If I've done wrong to a man, I will settle the matter with him now. I just wish he would have came forth and told me before the policeman dragged me into this room. I just wish I got to meet the plaintiff and settled it with the man. So is the plaintiff going to come forward now and hand me his demand of compensation? Or no, I want to compensate whoever I've done wrong. Just tell me who I've done wrong, and I'll pay whatever the debt is due. And that's it. That's how you're going to get control over me. Anything else, I don't want to hear it. You got any like any guy from the black robe, anything else comes out of your mouth, I don't want to hear it. The only I want to hear is that's the man that claims, or that's the woman over there that claims you did him wrong. You owe him X amount of dollars for doing him wrong. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear, well, you parked on the wrong side of the road. What? Who's making the claim? The city is. Okay, well, have the city come in open court and say that I've done it wrong and how much.
What do you mean by open court? Define that again, because I missed it on one of your other calls before.
Because nothing is true until it's uttered in open court, until it's been pressed upon the record. See, when it's on file, it's like a closed court. You can say that's closed court. The court isn't open yet. When the court is open, look at the old Athens and Greece, the forums that they had over there, where the whole countryside would be summons to appear because they're going to have a trial for, like, say, Socrates or something like that. So they all would cast their vote in an open forum, in an open court. So the whole world witnessed it. It wasn't like a Star Chamber thing that you guys had for a while. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So everybody can witness.
Compared to the Star Chamber. Right. That's the difference between open court and Star Chamber. There you go. Okay. But it's more bona fide. It's more legitimate. The whole world witnessed it. The whole world was invited. The whole world could have their opinion on it. The whole world voted on it.